Hello, everyone. Welcome to Card Forge Adventure. I sort of let a few people know that this was going to be a game that I was going to play. By a few people, I mean basically just Tabby and maybe one other person. But that's fine, I think. Um, I don't know how loud the music is for everyone. I'm going to turn it down again. I keep turning it down, and every time I do, it's like a little bit louder each time. I'm like, it's kind of loud, isn't it? Hello, Scarlett Davis. Nice to see you. We just started. Right now I'm messing with my chat real quick. I need to move it so that I can see it and the game at the same time. Sorry about that. How are you today? Thank you for joining me today during the stream. Well, we'll just get right into it, and if anybody else joins, that'll be fine. So, I am going to make a character. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. So let's talk about what this game is real quick. This is Magic the Gathering, but an adventure game. Like a RPG Magic the Gathering game. 2 years or so ago, I played a similar game that was actually made by Wizards of the Coast back in the 90s. But I'm going to play this one now, which is made by fans recently. So, first off, my name is Kara Fury. I'm going to play as an elf because they have the prettiest characters. There's a few designs here. I like the first one they gave me, so I'm gonna go with that one. Difficulty is just going to be on normal difficulty. I'm gonna go with standard and all. This, I don't really know what it means all that much. Your deck is built with 2 to 3 jump starter packs, so 20 cards each. I think I want some randomness, you know? That's what I want to go for. Without making the opponent's decks random too, because I think it's cool if they're not random. I'm gonna go with green as my base sort of color, because I'm playing as an elf. But my experience in playing Magic Gathering tends to go with green. So, next, that's gonna be what we're gonna start with, and let's just start playing. Let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet. I can turn the music up. My favorite format is Commander. It's a shame we can't play Commander in this game, but maybe someday it'll be a thing. But my main experience is playing a Commander. So, darkness and silence surrounds you. A vague sense of falling slows second by second. Where am I? What am I? What's going on? I want to find the Planeswalkers. Future release. I want to make a name for myself. Future release. Okay, well, follow the tutorial in the main quest right here. These options are not available. A flash of light, brighter than anything you remember, precedes a fall to the stone floor. This is almost as jarring as realizing that you actually don't remember much of anything at all. Let's talk to the mage over there. Welcome to Chandalar. Talk to the nearby mage. There's not a lot to do, etc., etc. Do I just click? I guess I just click around. I have a horse. That's cool. Hello, Planeswalker Kara Fury. Why am I here?
This is Chandalar,
Oh, there's voice
a
acting.
plane where mana is so prevalent it is used by all that is sentient. Even the common people use spells.
Okay.
Like you, some planeswalkers have been trapped here by the guardians in the castles. You must challenge them in battle to release us from this plane. Use your powers of magic to defeat them.
Alright.
Find the planeswalkers trapped here and guide them to me. They will help you on your journey.
Mm-hmm.
Here, take this rune. You can use it anytime to return here. But please, be careful, planeswalker.
The audio for this voice acting sometimes doesn't play very well with the music. I have something else for you, Kara Fury. Take these coins, but do not spend them with merchants. Good question, Scarlet. Technically, I used to stream back in like 2023. It was either 2023 or 2022. I can't remember. But I stopped and I was on hiatus up until a week ago. And last week I started streaming again. So I am kind of new and not very experienced at like streaming. But trying my best, you know. Yes, take these coins. What are they then? What are they for? A bronze challenge coin, a lightweight coin made of bronze. Challenge coin, gold, silver. Decorative coin made of silver. Okay. These challenge coins, spellcasters of Chandalar will often gather to hold tests of strength. These coins will grant you entry to contests. The prizes available can help you on your journey. When are these contests? Show a coin to an innkeeper. If there is a group in town, the innkeeper will direct you to them. Thank you. I will reopen the portal you arrived through now, but it cannot send you back from wherever you've come. On the other side, you will find the Barrens of Chandalar, which I, and now you, call home. Welcome to Chandalar, exit cave. Can I... Turning the music even lower. Wait, this music I can't reduce. Why can't I reduce the music? I don't know. This music is it's just going and I can't control it. Fine. How do I resume? Oh god, it's loud. Oh god, it's loud. It is the loudest music I've ever heard. Okay, that's zero music. Okay. That's a tiny bit of music. There we go. Hopefully chat can still hear that. It was just destroying my eardrums, so I had to deal with that. Oh, I hope that you have a good time. This is a Magic the Gathering adventure game. We'll start just... I haven't actually looked at what my deck is yet. You find yourself stranded in an unknown plane. It's time to get your bearings. Continue. I'm going to read this. Travel to town. Find a settlement. Introduction to services it offers. All major locations in Chandelure can be divided up into one of two categories, towns and dungeons. A navigation error should now appear around your character. Follow it to a nearby town. Try to avoid any enemies that pop up along the way. Hint, follow a road. All roads lead to a town. You also move faster on roads and fewer enemies will appear. This is where I am. Whoops. Okay. 1 second. I want to check what my deck has in it, and I don't know where my deck is. Is this my deck? This is my deck. Right. Is there a way to looking at cards that are in a different way? Because I don't like looking at them like that. Apparently not. I got a Colossal Dread Maul, a Bogardian Dragonheart. Sacrifice another creature until the end of turn. Comes a dragon. Okay. How much mana for that? It's not a great card. Immune with the dinosaurs. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a dinosaur or a land card from among them. Put it into your hand. I have a... Wait. I have a Crater Hoof Behemoth? Jeez. Okay. Alright. Just straight out the gates. At some point, I will discuss with chat a special rule that I'm going to be applying while I'm playing this game, but it's not important right now because I don't have enough cards to really utilize that rule. But it's going to be a deck building restriction I'm going to be putting on myself. It's one that I use IRL, and it's one I'm going to be using in this game as well. Okay, Crushing Canopy, really kind of expensive for what it does. Dragon Egg dies 2/2 dragon, has fire breathing. Dragon Fodder, create 2 goblins. Dragon Mage. I have a lot of dragons. Whenever Dragon Mage deals combat damage to a player, each player draws their hand, then draws 7 cards. Okay, I kind of have an idea of like what's in my deck. I kind of want to look at lands real quick. Is there any way to filter lands? Yes, I think so. Okay, so we mostly have a lot of forests, and a couple of dual lands that probably we need way more dual lands. How many red cards are in this deck? I did not filter. Way too much red for not enough red mana, in my opinion. But do we have any gray mana at all? No, it's just red and green, and that's all we got. Okay. That's the deck we're using. Alright, let's go to this here town. Most towns Celeste Hold, reputation 0. Most towns in a given region of Chandelar will look very similar. Where am I? Leave town and head back to the wilderness where you are ready to proceed. Most towns in the given region of Chandelar will look very similar to one another and offer the same basic services. Inn contain some special events. You can also sell extra cards there or buy temporary extra health. The question sign denotes a town square job board where you can obtain side quests. All the other buildings with signs out front are shops. Most of them sell cards. To leave town, walk back towards the edge of the screen just below your current location. Entering a friendly town will also restore any missing hit points for free. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Scarlet. I believe this game exists for Android, though. You can get an Android version of this game, so maybe you could play it on your phone. I don't know if it would work. I don't have a phone, so I wouldn't know. Explore the town if you want, then leave when you're ready to continue. I'm going to explore the town. This is the kind of the closest town to the center of the world, so it's kind of an important place in my opinion. So what do we got here? We got different shops. This is Antiquities. Hey, Zelsis! You never really played Magic the Gathering in our server, so this is going to be kind of a new experience for you. This is Magic the Gathering Card Forge. It's a Magic the Gathering role-playing game. What's this? Brute Suit. Vigilance Crew 1. 3-man. You know, actually, until we get some dual lands, it might not be bad to have some colorless mana cards. It literally is magic. It literally do be magic. Scarlet, I thought you've never played this game before. How would you know that it's funner to play on your computer? I mean, it's probably true. Idol of the Deep King, Flash. When Idol of the Deep King enters the battlefield, deals 2 damage to any target. It's not terrible. And Sovereign Makohiti. Attach it to a target creature, gets... it's not terrible. Exile this artifact and another artifact. I would love to have a new PC too. One of the artifact lands. That's not bad. Deep Dish Pizza, suspend 2. Sacrifice. Deep Dish Pizza, gain 3 life, draw 3 cards. Deep Dish Pizza draws 3 damage to each opponent. That's that's a really good card, actually. Wow. That's not particularly well balanced at all, but that kind of makes sense. Yes, this is one of the playtest cards that... This game just has every card ever written and made, so it has the playtest cards in it. They're not balanced at all. Circle of Loyalty. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each knight you control. I don't have any knights. Scepter of Insight. Don't have any blue mana. Eye of Vecna. When Eye of Vecna enters the battlefield, draw 1. Maintaining upkeep, may pay 2. If you do, draw a card and lose 2 life. Eye of Vecna's okay. When this vehicle enters, each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. Can't play it anyway. This Brute Suit, it's tempting. I don't want to spend my money just yet, but it's tempting. Feel like some people who play this game are way quicker to look at the cards and go, I don't want any of this, or I want that. Replicating Ring is fun. And I'm over here like, I'm going to read every card because I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of this game that some people do. Maybe I will stop reading every card at some point. But yeah. I haven't even started playing Tabby. You can't even with me right now. Spell effect. Okay, what is this? One size fits all. What can that possibly mean for, like... It seems to be a bunch more artifacts, but that other place was also a bunch of artifacts. Forethought amulet. Play 3 during your upkeep, or it's destroyed. If you receive more than 2 damage from a sorcery instant, it's reduced by 2. By the way, how are you doing, Tabby? I need a new way of viewing chat on screen because I could only kind of read a tiny bit of chat. Let me just stretch it just a little bit. Okay. I guess I don't know. Combat Courier. Sacrifice, draw a card. I don't know. Combat Courier doesn't hurt. Well, you know, I'm not gonna wait. That's definitely a place that has lands. I want to look at a lands place. Exotic lands. Do we have red green? Because, or as the Chads in chat would say, do we have any Gruul lands? We do not have any. Mirex. That's an interesting card to have. 1 mana of any color, only if Mirex enters the battlefield this turn. Not the best, but hey, you know. Fast mana fixing, if anything. And honestly, too expensive. If this costs not very much, I would maybe have bought it. Well, you know, the problem with that, Tabby, is I can also lose my money. Where did I just walk into? And how do I leave? Was that the button to leave? Oh, that's the button to leave. Okay, yeah, I have some money. The game started me off with a few coins. Let's check and see a quest. Greetings, adventurer. I have a task that requires your assistance. You see, we have a bit of a situation with a giant insect named Zira. She's been caught. Are you asking me to fight Zira? I have a Zira deck, and it's not easy to beat her. She's causing quite a stir in town with her penchant for organizing extravagant balls. Giant bugs holding balls, eh? Count me in. Oh, count me out, sorry. Let me guess. You want me to deal with this situation? You know what? Let's do a quest. Surely this won't be difficult. Well, yes, let me explain the situation. Zira's balls have become a bit of a problem. She has been hosting them every night, and they're becoming increasingly extravagant and disruptive. The town peoples are getting tired of the constant noise and commotion, and it's affecting their daily lives. I see, so you want me to deal with Zira and ask her to stop? You can find her hive. She is not easily dissuaded. I've tried talking to her myself, but she's adamant about continuing her nightly balls. I'm afraid she will need more than just a few words to convince her, if you catch my drift. Pest control is my specialty. Note the location of her hive on my map. Quest. Hard. Got it. Do you really think I have nothing better to do than hunt down giant insects holding balls? Find someone else to take care of it. Why? is the first quest I'm getting hard. Tabby, you're responsible for this. Yeah, I'll do it. What's the worst that can happen when fighting is Jund? Nothing gets worse for just having a quest that's active. So I'm curious about this place. It's just a shop. Oh, it says equipment. It's all very expensive. This will give me hit points. This will give me hit points. That makes me faster. Hit points and faster. A wall token. And more hit points. Well, it's at least consistent. At the end of the day, I want this place to... Let me check what their draft is right now. Booster draft. Block. 8th edition set boosters. Don't know any of those. Oh, that's just 8th edition. Competition style. Matches played. Only problem is I've never drafted before, so don't know how well I would do. Don't think I'm gonna start. I can't anyway. Don't have any money. Back. Let's see. I guess we're just gonna go and start beating up some random people that we run into. Where am I? Find a dungeon. Enter in any dungeon. Your navigation arrow should now direct you to the nearest dungeon. Many quests will send you to dungeons, but you are also free to enter them without a quest. Follow the arrow and travel to a dungeon. So is this a... I don't know why it just forced me to enter. So is this sending me to Zera's Hive? Nope. Just the nearest dungeon. Which is a good thing, because I don't want to go to Zera's Hive yet. Putrid Fort. Many quests you undertake in your adventure will send you to one or more dungeons like this. Where am I? Win a duel. Find a cave. Just like this one. Dungeons are filled with enemies, but also treasure like mana, or gold, mana shards, and cards. Your next objective is to defeat any single enemy in a duel. You can find them in a dungeon like this one or wandering around outside in the map world. To begin a duel, simply walk into the enemy. If you're defeated by the enemy, that's okay. When that happens, you will lose some of your starting health and a percentage of your gold, but learn to expect what the enemy has in the future. Unlike on the map world, enemy that defeats you in a dungeon will remain on the map and you could try to duel them again. Or run away and seek out another opponent. If you want or need to heal yourself, go back to town. Some quests like this one have multiple objectives that can be achieved simultaneously. Your other current objective is to find and enter a cave on the world map. This is the first time I've actually played this game, Scarlet. The game I was streaming before this one was Minecraft, and I haven't finished playing Minecraft, so we will mix Minecraft and this together with no regular schedule. Let's see. Your current objective is to enter a cave in the map world. An enemy defeated in a cave or on the way there will count as an enemy defeated for your first objective. So feel free to do these in any order. Alright, here I am in this place. These trees count as a wall. There's some slimes. Let's go fight one. Oh, an ooze. Sorry. Also, I might want to lower the volume. Are you okay, Tabby? What's that yeah all about? Okay. Yeah, it's loud. Thriving Grove. I have this card in a lot of my $5 decks that I made. It's not worth. Actually, can I play anything turn one? I can't. So Thriving Grove is actually. How do I play the card? How do I start? Oh, you're going second. Do you want to keep your hands? They play a forest. Phase beginning combat. Okay. The music is suddenly very quiet. I don't know how to control the music in this game. It goes from really loud to really quiet, and then also the sound effects are really loud. Priority Kara. Turn one ooze fade declare ET. Okay, Wild Heart Evoker. At the end of the day, I think Thriving Grove is my best choice because I have no cards that I can play turn one. Enters taps. Uh-huh. Okay. Red. And I have nothing else I could do, so end my turn. They play a forest. And they play an Otragel. Trample. Enters battlefield with X+1 counters on it. So 1. Split. When it dies, if it had... Yeah, well, that won't matter. It's just as a 1/1. Dragon Rider. Okay, well, now that I have some cards, what to play first? I think Mountain because I just have mostly red. I'm just getting red. I don't have very much red in this deck because I started with a green deck. As long as you control a dragon, this card has flying. Scorching Dragon Fire deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If the creature or planeswalker were to die this turn, exile it instead. That's fine. I think I'm just going to play Kurgan Dragon Rider. Seems like the best move for me right now. I don't really need to destroy their monster. Okay. My future plans for streaming is that I'm going to stream. I used to, like, when I first started streaming, it's like 2 years ago, I, like, had all these plans and such, and I had, like, a schedule, and I kind of got burned out because of that, so I don't want to burn out again. Okay, my opponent has not played much of anything. What did I draw? Did I draw anything? I guess I drew a forest. So, forest goes down, so I have 3 mana to play with. I could put down this whelp, and now 2 of my creatures would have flying. That sounds like the best thing to do right now. Activate an ability of a Sarkhan Planeswalker. Sarkhan Whelp deals 1 damage to any target. I don't have one of those, but it doesn't matter, because this is still probably... It's a creature that has flying. Okay. Am I gonna skip battle? I don't want to skip battle. So... What is this phase? What does BC mean? This is... Beginning of combat step. This is the beginning of combat step. Okay. Actually, I don't need beginning of combat step turned on. Select creatures to attack the ooze, or select the player card you wish to attack. This. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, there we go. Actually, I just realized I could have... it doesn't matter. Okay, they have either all lands in their deck, hand, I should say, or they, have something really big. Alright. Throwing down another forest, and now I could play Wild Heart Invoker. Which is a 4/3, and for 8 mana, it doesn't matter, because if this game gets to 8 mana, it'll be wild. So, I think I'm going to... Nope. Attack. This stops at main phase 2, right? Or end phase, or whatever. Sure, you can talk about whatever you want to, Scarlet. Oh yeah, now I remember, they couldn't block my cards anyway, so... And... I will... play this card. Now I have a blocker. Alright. So a jelly that actually is kind of strong has entered the field. Won't matter, because I will defeat this opponent in 2 turns. And I could just throw down things to block with. Throw force down. I have Scorching Dragonfire, 3 damage to any creature, Planeswalker. And you know, if they just try to block, I can kind of kill. I wanted to. So, yeah. Or I could put down Plundering Predator. Discard to draw. I don't really feel a need to do that. But I could just throw it down as a flyer. Dragon Egg. Well, I don't really feel the need to do anything other than just going and attacking. I'm gonna attack with everything. Okay. Okay. They're gonna block there, are they? Okay, fine. I don't really care that much. I was hoping they'd block with this, but that's fine. That they will kill here, though. Actually, I think I'm going to use Scorching Dragonfire, because if I think about this... Actually, no, does this summon tokens? It summons tokens. Just gonna block like that. Yep. And then what am I gonna play? Yep, probably Plundering Predator. That's nice to hear, Scarlet. I hope that that all works out for you and you can get um your new PC. I think it's going to take a while for me before I can figure out how to play around that, though, Tabby. Yeah, I'm not going to do the thing where I discard to draw, because there's nothing in my hand I really want to discard. Maybe this, actually. Yeah. You know what? Sounds good to me. Alright, my opponent. Another Joey. They didn't even attack. Help! Do I have enough mana for this? I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is 8. Sure. Everything I have is flying, so I'm just gonna win. Yep. Yay. Achievement earned. And some cards. That's the more important thing. What do we have here? Ice Flow. You may choose not to untap Ice Flow. Tap a creature without flying that is attacking you as long as Ice Flow is tapped. Okay, so it's stun. I won! Thank you, Zell. Thank you, Scarlet. Nephilia Drown Yard. Blue-black. Not playing blue-black. Mimic Slime. Create an XX ooze or creature token where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. I kind of want to put that into a deck. That's not bad. Thank you, Scarlet. I think I'm playing on normal mode, and so my opponent was easy to beat. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to this turn and then populate. Slime molding. Create an XX green ooze creature token. Yeah. I'm not very good at telling what cards are good or bad. Winning a duel grants you rewards, usually a combination of gold and cards. Some enemies drop a wider assortment of cards for variety, but others specifically give you cards from their own deck. If you still need to visit a cave, do that now. Otherwise, it's time to return to town. I don't need to return to town. I took no damage. I think we keep going. Though that guy over there looks kind of spooky. Is he gonna move towards me? I think he will. Let's do it. Ooh, bunch of cards. Look, let's look. Bunch of cards. Alright, what we got here? We got Oromancer. I'm familiar with this card. When it comes into play, you may target enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Armored Cancrix. It's just kind of a bad card, as far as what I can tell. No, this is not my first time playing Magic the Gathering. As I said earlier, I play Commander, but this is first time I'm playing this game. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a spiraling creature token on the field. Cool. Expensive. Cool. Thorncaster Sliver. Whenever silver creatures you control have whenever this creature attacks, deal 1 damage to target creature or player. Tidebinder Mage. Whenever Tidebinder Mage enters the battlefield, tap target red or green creature an opponent controls. That creature does not untap, so it stuns. Quicken. Next sorcery spell you play this turn delayed by any time you could play an instance. Oh, can be played. So it instant speeds a sorcery cantrip. Got it. Search your Library. Oh wait, that's the Bollock Tutor. I thought it was Demonic Tutor. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What we got going on here? I mean, Bollock Tutor is still good. For when you're playing black. Staff of the Flame Magus. You can cast a red spell or a mountain card. Well, yeah. You gain life. Briarprack Alpha Flash enters. Target creature gets +2/+2. Not terrible. Wow, look at that giant spider back from Alpha. I remember seeing these when I was playing Chandelar. Some big thing that probably isn't very good. Sea Kite. If a card doesn't have effects, probably just gonna sell it. Actually, I'm gonna sell this one too. Flash Flying, not the best. Anything else I want to just sell right off the bat that I'm not very good at telling what cards are worth keeping. Quicken, not really worth having. Stun, it's fine. Sliver, you know, if I ever get a Sliver deck, it's not terrible. Enchanted creature gains ++2, regenerate. Seacoast Drake, a 1/3 flying for 2. 1 in a blue. I'll keep that. Suffer charge. Target creature gains flying until the end turn. So I play. Okay, that's expensive. It's an enchantment that gives me flying whenever I want to, but like, I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway, let's move on. This demon fella didn't attack me. He's just standing there not doing anything. I don't know if he's supposed to attack me. Okay. Yeah, I've actually thought about doing art on stream to Scarlet, and I kind of do plan on doing some. I have a character in a new tabletop roleplay campaign that I'm planning. Why can't I get back here? I guess I have to go the long way around. I guess I'm gonna fight this slime. But yeah, I plan to do some like art on stream at some point. So I won the coin toss. Would you like to play or draw? Play. Do I mulligan this hand? Well, I got 2 lands. I can play most of what's in this hand. I think I'll be fine. Tormenting Voice. Ooh. So what am I gonna play though? Well, I guess I'm not gonna play anything first turn. Actually, it is kind of slow now that I think about it. But if I draw like a land, it should be fine. Yeah. Keep. And let's just. It doesn't matter which of the thriving cards I play. Yes, I started this my deck being a standard I started playing with a deck with standard, and then I chose to have all jump starts, so because I wanted some randomness. So that's how I went with my deck. Thriving Grove, yeah, enters tapped and red. One could say I'm an artist. I don't feel like I've dedicated myself enough to art to be called an artist at this point. But it could be said that I'm an artist. Yep, there we go, the forest. So, what to start with? A tormenting voice immediately. Where I could get something down as a creature. What card should I toss if I was to torment voice? Can't block by can't be blocked by creatures of power 2 or less. Probably that one. Death Touch. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, and I'm not gonna toss that one. So yeah, I'm gonna Tormenting Voice. And I'm gonna toss Gift Giver Guide. And I got 2 lands, so I'll be able to play my drops now. Got it. And I'll just end my turn. Okay, I'm playing against green-blue Simic. That would explain why it took him so long to play anything during his turn the last time I fought this guy, because Simic is really slow. That's good to hear, Scarlet. I've done animation in the long past, but I haven't done animation in a long time. I'm gonna throw down a mountain. Now I have 3 mana to play around with. Can't really play anything with 3 mana, so I'll just toss down the Kurgan Dragon Rider. End my turn. Corrosive Ooze. Whenever Corrosive Ooze was blocked, or is blocked by an equipped creature, destroy all equipments. I don't have equipments in this deck, so it doesn't matter. New Horizons enchant land. Enters the battlefield, put +1/+1 counter on a creature. 2 mana of any one color. Ooh. Interesting. Might not use that, because I might just want to get a little bit more aggressive. Because this creature is pretty good. So, actually, Plundering... I can't play that yet. Never mind. I think I know what I'll throw away when I can play that, though. Ornery Defalsaur. That's what I'm going to play right now. And I'm going to go and attack. And, you know, if these two cancel each other out, no skin off my bones. Okay. Glimmerbell. I have a Discord server you can post artwork into if you want. Glimmerbell. What's that? Flying 1 blue untapped Glimmerbell. Yeah, go ahead. You can post art in my Discord server in the arts channel. Okay, Drover the Mighty. Drover the Mighty gets +1/+1 as long as you control a dinosaur, and I can tap for mana, so it's a dwarf. So this could be a 3/3 if I really wanted to, and I could boost it even more, which is cool. Can I? If I throw down a forest, I now have 5 mana on the field. I think that's the plan I'm going to go with. I'm going to toss down Drover the Mighty. Tap mountains and a forest. Then play New Horizons. I'm gonna apply New Horizons to this forest. I forgot that I was doing that, but that's fine. Select mana to produce. Green. Attached to forest, okay. +1 counter, that one. Okay. So that's now a 4/4, and so if I attack with this card, it should get +1/+2/+2. Because this is now a 4/4. And I am going to attack. It is a 4/4. Hey, that's what we're talking about. Actually, I could tap. No, I can't tap. I will eventually be able to tap the land for 2 extra mana. So I just ramped myself. I just played some cards. We're doing great. Consuming Blob. Consuming Blob's power is equal to the number of card types among cards in your graveyard, and its toughness is equal to that number +1. At the beginning of your end step, create a Ooze creature token with this creature's power is equal to the number of card types. Jeez, okay, that's a bit of a problem. Okay. I'm gonna leave this forest in my hand just in case I can. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, if I get Crater Hoof, I want more mana, so I will play this. Yep, Blobby Goifs. Though I'm going to attack for 8 next turn, so he has to block. I'm then going to play tap for 2 of any color. And red, and forest, and another forest. And I'm going to toss that to get a mountain, I guess. Fair enough. Is it better? Probably. Now then, it's fighting time. My opponent probably has to block to win. Okay, it doesn't have Death Touch, so it's fine by me. What does this card do again? It untaps itself? Who cares? Another token. What could he possibly have in his hand that he can't play right now? Toss down a mountain. And swinging for all. He could block this. Void Slime. Counter Ornery Dinosaur's Tuber. Counter target spell, activated ability, or triggered ability. So he turned it into a 2/2. Can be blocked without being... I don't know. I don't care. Yeah. So that card will die. These two will die, but... Okay. Oh, I guess I don't have a... That sucks. But I do have... Oh, acidic slime. Wait, you chose to kill that? Oh, I guess you had no choice. Yeah, let me... So, is it loud, Zell? Is it, like, loud? Oh, I forgot. I was going to turn the music back up. Let me know if it's loud. Consuming Blob, yeah. My opponent's just never going to attack, is they? Hunter's Edge. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. I have a good target for that. I have a very good target for that. If it is loud, I will fix it. Don't need to target acidic slime. And 3. Doesn't matter what mana I choose because I have no other cards in my hand. No more consuming blob. This is a 4/4, and I'm gonna attack to kill. Back to the adventure. All right, what we got here? Gelford Void, Scry 1, colorless mana. Some money. Mana War. Target creature to its owner's hand. Got it. Glimmer Ball. Okay, we just saw that. Ooh, Acidic Slime! That's a good card. That's a real good card. Alright, I like seeing that. Alright, let me try to get to this treasure chest. Oh, wait, real quick. Want to mess with the settings, turn the music up just a tad. And turn the sound effects down just a tad. Now, doesn't that sound much better? Okay, look, I'm gonna... Oh, I can't dodge. There's a lot of monsters here. I can get whatever this is, though. We got a Planeswalker, Sarah the Benevolent. That's important for my future plans. Creatures you control with flying gain +1/+1 till the end of turn. Create a 4/4 White Angel with flying and vigilance, basically Sarah Angel. Get an emblem with, if you control a creature, damage that would be dealt, that would be reduced, would reduce your life total to 1 or less, reduces it to 1 instead. If you control a creature. Okay. So basically, it makes you damage proof while you have a creature. Not proof from being killed, because you can have your life drained, but see. Whenever Thriving Magpie deals damage to one of your opponents, draw a card. That's too expensive for that effect. Flying Metropolis Sprite gets +1/-1 till the end of turn. I'll keep it, but I don't think it's very good. Whenever you cast, actually, it's flying though, so it's very difficult to choose whether that's a good card or, well, good is a strong term. Boreal Outrider. Whenever you cast a creature spell, if snow was paid for any of that spell's colors when it was cast, that creature enters the battlefield with additional +1/+1. Okay. Briarknit Kami. Whenever you play a spirit or an arcane spell, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Kind of expensive. 3/3 spirit that can put counters for 5 mana. 5 mana. Like a good 5 mana card, like this isn't even close to, but a bad 5 mana card, it's alright. I'll keep it. I don't have much to choose from right now. Well, actually, no. Throw it. It's just a 3/3 for 5 mana if I don't have a spirit or arcane spell. Ooh. Being very sneaky. How close can I get to... Do I have a plan? Come on, keep coming, keep coming. Can I keep coming, keep coming, keep coming? Oh yeah, I can't get through there. Right? I can't get through this gap, right? No. Now this is AI that I am able to trick. Okay, a second. Let's just let this guy walk past me. Tabby would probably say I should fight these guys, but see, look, I tricked them. Alright, cards. Why is this one black? Aria Flame! Whoa! That's a card that's really strong in certain decks. Crowsand Beast, Threshold, 7/7. I don't hate that card. Primeval's Glorious Rebirth, return all legendary permanent cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's a little bit better in Commander and not so great in a game that's not Commander. Tail Slash. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power. Okay, good stuff. Expensive though. Not one of the better versions of that effect. Lost Legion enters the battlefield. Scry 2. 2/3 black for 3 and scries. That's not bad. Lembolt Elder. This card's not very good. So we're just gonna press that button immediately. Alright. I do think I'm gonna fight one of these guys. So I'm gonna fight this one over here. Just to find out how hard they are. A Necrogoyf. Probably they're kind of hard. I won the coin toss. I'm going to play. Tabby, give me a moment. At least see my opening hand. I have a Thrashing Brontodon. How could I not be in the best position possible? This is a card I actually put in decks. And look, it's Sarkeen, the Dragon Speaker. Until the end of turn, Sarkeen, the Dragon Speaker, becomes... I do know what Necrogoyf is. Until the end of turn, Sarkeen, the Dragon Speaker, becomes a legendary 4/4 red dragon creature with flying and indestructible and haste. Okay, so that's kind of good. Deals 4 damage to target creature. Emblem. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional 2 additional cards. At the beginning of your end step, discard your hand. Okay, not gonna do that. Hello, Daniela. How are you doing? What do you think of this hand, Tabby? Five forests and 2 cards that I can't play until turn 3. I don't love this hand either. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I think the worst thing I could do is be forced to choose whether I'm going to keep this hand or not. I don't want to mulligan down into a hand that doesn't have any lands, though. That's something I'm kind of worried about. Yes. Yes, that's what I have in my hand, Tabby. Wait, you can't see my hand? Oh. I can see why. Let me see if I can do something about that real quick. Can I flip my reactive? How would I do this? Would a filter do it? Color correction, crop. Scaling aspect ratio, sharpen, chroma key. Well, I would like to flip it horizontally. If I can flip it horizontally, I think that would work. Oh wait. 1 second real quick here. One second. Need to lock that one and unlock my reactive. You said transform. Flip horizontal. Hey, there we go. I'm over here now. You won't be able to see like what my cards on the left hand of the screen are very well, but you can see my hand now, and that's probably more important. And then I want to move I'll check out your art after the stream, Scarlet. I was just fixing something in OBS that I didn't realize was a problem until just now. I don't think I need to make myself smaller. I think this is fine. I'm glad to hear that, Daniela. It's fun. So anyway, Tabby, what do you think about this hand? Since we did all this just so that you could give me hand advice. I do know what a necrogoyf is, kind of, sort of. Like the goyfs get more powerful based upon a different, like a type of card in the graveyard. I think necrogoyfs are stronger because of creature cards in the graveyard. I could be wrong. Should I scroll up and see if Tabby gave me advice on keeping my hand earlier? I think it's fine, Scarlet. I wouldn't say it's perfect. It's a big say. Actually, I should have just moved instead of just. I should have just moved it slightly to the right, to the left, I should say, instead of flipping it and then moving over here. But you know what? First time I had this problem. Creature cards in the graveyard at the beginning of each player's upkeep. That player discards a card. Yeah. I just want to know if you think I should keep this hand. Like, because it's only going to be playable by turn 3, unless I draw into something. I suppose Necrogoyf wouldn't be playable till turn 3 either, even with Madness. So, but I'm sure this Necrogoyf has strong cards that they can play earlier in the game. Yeah, but sometimes decks are kind of good. So maybe my hand is not the best to keep. Is that what you're saying, Tabby? Especially since I can't even play Sarkeen with this hand. I'd have to draw into 2 mountains. I think I'm a mulligan. I think mulliganing was the right choice. Okay. Return 1 card. Oh yeah, 1 card. What to return? Dragon Maid? Yeah, that's gonna take a while to play. What do you mean 0 cards? That card. Alright. You're going first. Yes, I want to keep my hand. Alright. We're gonna start putting down mountains. And into my turn. Okay, swamp. That was to be expected. No turn 1. Primal Might. Ooh. Not bad. I will throw down the 1 forest I have in case I draw something that uses a forest next turn. But for now, let's dragon fodder. Because, well, I have no reason not to dragon fodder. Goblins. They don't even have a token picture. And I end my turn. Oh. Well, that wasn't very nice. The Raven Man. At the beginning of each end step, if a player discards a card this turn, create a 1/1 black creature token with flying. This creature cannot be blocked. Each opponent discards a card. Activate only as sorcerer. So I'm guessing I shouldn't discard any creatures if I can help it. Okay. Though this opponent is kind of a problem. Tormenting Voice. I have a handful of stuff I can't really use. Primal Might. Fights with the 1 target you don't control. I could actually get rid of the Raven Man right now. And I think I should. Because the Raven Man is just going to be a problem as long as I leave it on the field. I mean, it's going to take a while to start doing anything. But I'm kind of not really doing much if I don't do anything. So, I want to throw down a mountain. Primal Might. The X will be 1. No. 2. Okay. That card. That card. All the cards. Right? And I'm just gonna attack. And 2 of them with 3. Okay. Let's see what horrors are coming my way. Have fun, Scarlet. I'll look at your arts later and tell you what I think. And have fun at lunch. Virus Beetle enters battlefield. Each opponent discards a card. Oh, look. I wonder how likely my opponent is going to play. Opponent discards a card. I will discard Crushing Canopy. No, I shouldn't get rid of Murphy. I don't want to get rid of the Tormenting Voice, though. Draw is good. Crushing Canopy. I'm gonna regret that. Ooh, Dreadmaw. Can't play it yet, but I have it. So right now, I could actually Tormenting Voice, and I think I'm gonna, cause I'm kind of stuck if I don't, because Dreadmaw is gonna take a while to get here. So let's be tormented. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, I thought it was discard 2. I'm thinking of a different card. I should have gotten rid of the Dreadmaw instead. Oh wait, no, I don't want to get rid of creatures. Forgot. Sarkhan's Rage, 5 damage to any target if you control dragons. No, control no dragons. It's true, Daniela. If they have no cards, they can't play anything. This spell costs 2 less to cast if you target a dinosaur you control, but in the fights. I don't have a dinosaur, I have a goblin. But, you know, we have some cards to play maybe on our next turn. I'm just gonna chill with my block. One could argue I've tempo played myself. Alright, another beetle. I have to toss something. I want to keep that Dreadmaw. Savage Stomp. Savage Stomp is... Tempo means that you've slowed down your opponent some way. I'm getting rid of Sarkhan's Rage. Don't like it, but don't hate it either. There's that mountain. I should have played that mountain that turn. Yeah, I absolutely tempo played myself. Because I'm now behind on mana. Okay, I want a Savage Stomp though, I think. It's more expensive than it needs to be, but hey. Yep. And now I'm going to attack. Because I'm doing more damage than I'm going to take from my opponent. Yeah, can't block. Abyssal Nocturnus. Whenever an opponent discards a card, gets +2/+2 in fear. Alright. Okay, to explain to Danielle a little bit. This right here is my hit points. This right here is my opponent's hit points. This is my graveyard. This is my deck. This is my hand. These are the cards on the field. And that should help a little bit. I'll explain a little bit more in greater detail at a later time. Scorching Dragonfire. That's helpful. I'm going to do a little Scorching Dragonfire right now, I think. Oh yeah, I'm hiding. I'm hiding my hit points. I have 11 hit points right now. And I'm going to attack with this goblin token. I'm doing 2 damage to my opponent. My opponent so far can only do 1 damage to me. We could talk about solutions in a bit, I think. Titanic growth. Ooh, this'll help. This'll help a lot. Okay. When should I use it? Should I? Yeah, kill the killing blow, right? So for now, I can't put down Dreadmaw. Yeah. Getting kind of mana screwed. I'll just attack. My opponent can't play anything either, apparently, so... I can't tell if he put down a new swamp. Hey, forests. I'm 1 land away from the Colossal Dreadmaw. And that'll be a problem for my opponent. Alright. I like that we're just trading blows back and forth right here. Alright. Next turn, I win, I think. Never mind, I do not win. The 2 cards that I really wanted, yep, there's the forest, and now I don't have a Dreadmaw anymore. Great. Awesome. My opponent just prolonged the game by probably 2 turns. Abyssal Nocturnus. Okay. I need to draw something good. That was not good. Actually, can I not? A quick, too quickly. X? No. I cannot choose to undo what I just tried to do. I wanted to keep this in my hand because my opponent's going to keep forcing me to discard cards. What does Abyssal Nocturnus do? Whenever an opponent discards a card, right. Well, I'm not going to attack anymore. Am I going to lose when my opponent is at 3 life and I'm at 7? Because it feels like that's what's about to happen. Lillian Vass? Yeah, it kind of feels like I'm going to lose. Searches their library for a card, reveals it, and puts it, then shuffles. Also, I did something... Wait. Okay, just... I guess it's the card I'm playing right now. Red. I've done something that causes the artwork for my cards to disappear. Okay. Lillian Vess. Search your library for a card. Target player discards a card. As long as I don't have any in my hand, I can't discard any. Creature cards in all graveyards on the battlefield. So we gotta prevent her from getting to 8. Wow, that's a strong card. Just -2 to get to basically Demonic Tutor. That's real strong. I mean, I knew Lillian was strong, but that's powerful. Okay. Well, I can block my opponent for now. Searches for another card. Gorax, the Tomb Shell. Oh, that's not good. This will cost this spell. Exile any number of creature cards from your graveyard. This spell costs -2 Lex. Gorax, the Tomb Shell attacks or dies. Choose a card at random exiled with Gorax. Put that card into its owner's hand. Cool. 4/4. Death Touch. I need to draw something that's better than a Thriving Grove. I don't know if I screwed myself or if it was just down to luck. I wish I had not discarded that Dreadmaw, but I couldn't do anything about it. Wait, I wanted to keep this card in my hand, didn't I? It doesn't matter. Yeah. I have 2 Thriving Groves, really? Well, yeah, I'm gonna block that. What do I block it with? Probably this. How do I block it? Oh, that's the declare attacker step. And I will block. I discard nothing. Haunt of the Night Tower. Whenever Haunt of the Night Tower attacks, it's a flying lifelink. Defending player discards a card, then when a card is put into graveyard from anywhere, +1/+1. It's a mix of skill and luck. It's basically luck, and then the skill is figuring out how to do your best with that luck. Visionary enters, draw a card. Well, I get to draw a card. Green, red, red. Oh wait, I meant to play. Hey. I wish my... 1 second. Chat, 1 little second. I need to fix something with my chat. I want to... Sorry. Twitch chat is not very good sometimes. Alright, back to the game. Yes, I just summoned this card, and I get to draw off of it. Furnace Whelp gets, well, fire breathing. Can fire breathing help me? It kind of can. Okay. I'm in a bad place, but, you know, I can maybe do a little bit of recovery. Actually, can I put fire? Yeah, I can put furnace swap down right now. And I basically should never have cards in my hand if I can help it. Alright, this kind of is okay. I might... it's still not great. Alright, so we're attacking with 4x. I don't really want to block that. I'm gonna choose not to block. If you're only attacking with one thing, I can survive getting hit once. Like that. Oh wait. No, if I survive one turn, I win. If I survive this turn, I will win. Probably. Gonna play that forest. And... yeah. I'm gonna attack with Furnace Whelp. How do I use its effects? Okay. But how do I use its effects? By paying mana. Okay, I have the mana paid. Okay. Oh wait, Haunt of the Night Tower flies. Crap. How do I use its effect? Well, it doesn't matter, it's going to die, but... how do I use its effects? Ah, yes. Pay mana cost. Pay mana cost. Auto? Okay. Okay. Well... yeah, I'm probably not gonna win. I forgot that that card had fun. Damn it. Yep, they're just gonna... you're not gonna attack with everything? Then I'll just block... like... no... not... I'm in declare attackers. How do I undo? How do I go back? Let me go back. I don't want to... how do I undo? Backspace? Confirm? Oh, undo. Now declare blockers. I don't want to... I want to block... do I have to block this? I don't have to block that. How do I choose my blockers? Ah, like that. It looks like a fan game, but this is very similar to the 1998 game. Yeah, which I've played. Okay, I survived one more turn. Presence of Gond. Enchant creature. I lost. Right? Yep. Is there a forfeit button? Is there a forfeit button somewhere? Yeah. Alright. Well, we We tried. Now I have to make it back home where my life is low. Let's try looping these enemies. Ooh, boy. There we go. Alright, healing myself up. Did that automatically sell my cards? I don't think so. Let's go to the inn. This is the inn, right? Sell. You're attempting to sell nine cards for 150 gold. Yeah. Did I sell? Yeah, I did. Alright. I could buy some temporary hit points, but I don't think it's worth it. So, I have 90 gold now. Let's see. I haven't looked in all of these shops yet. Junk market. There's Platinum Angel. I could just choose not to lose the game if I get to turn 7. That's not a bad card to have, is it? I don't think so. Bontius Huron. Proteus Honolulu? What? Actually, I've made a deck with this as a commander. Pontor Honolulu. Paleo Vanguard. Drafts. First strike haste. That's okay. Conduit of Storms. Whenever Conduit of Storms attacks, add red to your mana pool, and then at the beginning of your next main phase, this turn. Oh, sorry. Attacks added to your mana pool at the beginning of your next main phase this turn. Transform. Conduit of Emrakul. Whenever Conduit of Emrakul attacks. Yeah, okay. So it's like that. It's not the worst card I've ever seen. Arcbound Slint. Whenever you play a Spirit Arcane card, you gain life equal to that spell's converted mana cost. You know what? Life gain actually kind of doesn't suck in this game because you don't have very much life to start with. You can't lose the game, and your opponent can't win the game. How good is Platinum Angel in this? Just not being able to lose feels good. I mean, it basically forced your opponent to remove the card or you can never lose. Feels good. It's 7, but I mean, everybody knows it's an expensive card to play, but it's not a bad card. The 300 gold is kind of spooky, but also, this is a very expensive card. Full Stroke Earhole. Menace Death Touch. Whenever this creature enters, put target creature card with a mana value of 4 or less from your graveyard onto the battlefield under your control with a finality counter on it. Creature gains Menace, Death Touch, and Haste. Okay, it's a really good card. I can understand why it's so expensive. And there's this lady. As long as Kane's power is even, you may cast non-creature spells as though they had flesh. Yep, I figured as much. I can see how this is pretty strong. Even if you're not comboing. But, I mean, anything that you can just toss onto the battlefield. Not bad. I'm gonna be unwise. I'm gonna buy Platinum Angel. Once I learn how to buy things. There we go. There we go. I get at least one unwise purchase every day. All leads artifacts. Kari Zeph's expertise. Gain control of target creature or vehicle until the end of turn. Untap it and gain space until the end of turn. You may cast a card with converted mana cost of 2 or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. That's kind of good. It's also 300. I want to be a little bit more frugal with my spending. Whenever another non-token artifact, creature, or vehicle enters the battlefield on your control, draw a card. That's pretty good. And a token, or sorry, an artifact deck? Well, artifact creature deck. Well, I mean, a lot of artifact decks have creatures in them. Spell costs 1 less to cast if you have a mount or vehicle. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power. Yeah. Rover Blades. Double strike. Equipped creature has double strike. Equipped for crew 2. Double strike is good. How expensive is this card? 150? Double strike isn't bad. It's a vehicle though. And equipped cost being 4 is kind of a lot. Alright. What about you? The Menagerie. Marduk card. Chaos Crafter. Sacrifice an artifact creature. Create 2 treasure tokens. Sacrifice a non-creature artifact. Create 2 1/1 colors construct artifact creature tokens. Super old card that's probably not very good. Repentant Vampire. Whenever a creature deals damage by this card this turn, it's put into a graveyard 1/1 counter. Threshold, white, and destroy black creature. Neat. Expensive. Hollowed Spirit Keeper. Avatar. Vigilance. 3/2. Whenever Hollowed Spirit Keeper dies, put X 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Yeah. Immolating Soul Eater. Phyrexian Red for... Oh, so it's basically Phyrexian fire breathing. I don't hate that card. Some bro with ninjutsu. He's really expensive though. Dire Grey Ghoul enters taps. Why would it entering taps? I guess it can't block. It's black anyway, and that does so. Ooh, Titan Hunter. It's a card that's shown up in like some of the cards I've searched for before. I don't think it's good, but it's a card. What does this cross mean? Charms and Curiosities. Possibility Storm. That's a wild card. Ooh, Shorts. Brainwash. Sorry, I thought that was Swords of Plowshares for a second. Brainwash is not as good. Pestilence. 2 and 2 black. Enchantment. 1 black. Do 1 damage to each creature and both players. Discard at the end of any turn which there are no creatures in play. Cyclops of Eternal Fury. Creatures you control have haste, so it just gives haste. Illusionary Armor. Enchanted creature gets 4/4. Target creature becomes the target of a slower ability sacrifice. Yeah. I should focus on the colors I have right now. Choose a target creature or player, then put the top 3 cards of your library into the graveyard. It takes punishment, deals damage to that creature or player equal to the highest number of mana possible for the card. Oh, I see. I see what this card does. I'm not crazy about it. Alright. I'm leaving. I'm just looking for good green, red, or colorless cards right now. Sigiled Sword of Valeron. Actually, what I should do... this shop here, this land shop. Sorry. Can't enter from the back, apparently. Are any of these cards just, like, good for whenever I want to make a deck later? Kobold Stronghold? Kobold Stronghold's good. And Orborg is good. The Luxury Suite is worthless. Flooded Grove isn't bad. Yeah, the Luxury Suite just kind of doesn't work. I mean, it is a dual land, but it's not the dual land you're looking for in a one-on-one game. Stronghold, though, and Orborg are good. I'd have to spend all my money because my idea was I was going to switch the cards that are in here with my gems. But I kind of don't want to get rid of those two. Yeah, but it's still +1 for each basic swamp you control. Oh. Yeah, I guess it's not as good then. I think I'll buy Orborg and then do a little switcheroo. Alright. Simic Growth Chamber. Croceace's Catacombs is a lair. Sacrifice it unless you control non-layer land. So this is a triome. So it's a triome that requires you to return a card, a land to your hand. I mean, it doesn't suck. It's a Triumph that doesn't tap. It's not a tap land, right? It doesn't come in tap, I should say. Okay, yes. I'm just calling anything that has 3 types a Triumph, though, for my own sake. Hellion Crucible, 1 colorless, 1 in a colors in red. Pressure counter. Move 2 pressure counters. Sacrifice it. A Hellion with haste. Is there a real Triumph? I mean, are you calling this a Triumph? Because it is. Yes, Seaside Citadel is a real Triumph. Headquarters? Oh. Yes, this is also a true, real Triumph. Wait, are these two? Wow. What color is this? I forget what color this is. But it's whoever if I was playing this color, it'd be really having both of these cards would be nice. Fetid Pools enters tapped. Okay. Hammer Him. Remove all land walking abilities. Yes, this is a Temple of the Dragon Queen. As Temple of the Dragon Queen enters the battlefield, you may reveal dragon cards from your hand. Temple of the Dragon Queen enters the battlefield tapped unless you reveal a dragon card this way or control a dragon. As it enters the battlefield, choose a color. Okay, any color. I have dragons in this deck. This kind of works for this deck. It's not the best, but it kind of works. It would really only get... It really only synergizes with, like, 4 per... Like, maybe 10% of my deck at most. Though, I mean, even if it doesn't come in untapped, it's just a tap land of any color. I wish I could go like mono right now, but I can't. I think I'll take this card. I've spent a lot of money, actually. I'll just leave it. I want to fix up my... Well, first off, I gotta get out of this town. The music's driving me crazy. Let me see if I can soup up my deck now. I've gotten some green cards. So I want to put Platinum Angel into my deck. Probably is a bad idea, but I want to do it anyway. Because if I ever play it, it's great. Acidic Slime is good. Not going to go with Boreal Outrider. Briarcrack Alpha... No. Let me limit the colors. No, I want to keep that. So. Oh, wait. How do I... No black. How do I get... Oh, yeah. I wish I could tell which of these I'm turning on and off. Okay. Remove blue. Alright. That was rough. So, Aria of Flame. Can I look at this? Enters battlefield. Yeah, whenever you cast an instance of sorcery. Okay. Basically, if I don't have Feather, Aria of Flame's not the best card. Flash, Briar Crack, Alpha. Yeah, it's. Probably should have sold that. Prevent all combat damage that we built to you this turn and populate. I'm not really playing many tokens. Prosan Beasts. Threshold. If I have 7 or more cards in your graveyard, it's a 7. It's an 8/8. It's not a terrible 4. Miming Slime, though, is good too. Yeah, sure. Main deck. Slime Molding. It's an instance that will give me a slime. Nah. Tail Slash. Yes, the main deck. Sliver, no. Troll Hide. 2/2 and regenerate. Yeah, I want that. Okay, let's look at my main deck and thin it. I'm sure it is. So, what do we got here? Selhina Wayfinder. Enters the battlefield. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them, put it in the top of your library. The rest in the bottom of your library in any order. It's good. Skyward Sniper. 1 damage target creature flying. If this wasn't a 1 mana, I probably wouldn't keep it, but I will. Titanic Growth is good. Wild Heart Invoker. I'm gonna not go with that. How do I remove? Savage Stomp. 2 less if you have a dinosaur. Scorching Dragon Finder. Sarkhan's Rage is not a very good burn spell. Burn spells are best when they kind of follow in the vein of like Thunderbolts, which is 1 mana for 3 damage. So if they range with a damage that's like 1 or 2 higher than the mana cost, they're okay, but even then they're kind of expensive at this point. So gonna go with not having this card in the deck. I'll keep Sarkhan, so I can always eventually draw him. Primal Might's good. Presence of Gond. What did this do again? Tap to give me elf tokens. I don't hate it. Warzok Frillback. Yeah, I'm gonna remove that card. New Horizons I liked. Miming Slime I just put in. Land of War Visionary I liked. Kurgan Dragon Rider is okay for its cost. Hunter's Edge. No encounter. Removal is good. Even if it's green remover. What did you do? Target creature you control can't be blocked by creatures of 2 power. No. You are too expensive for what little I gained from you. Gorik's Uprising, the fact that I just realized that's in this deck is fantastic. Elvish Archdruid. I wish I had the other art, but I'll keep it. Dwayne's Elite. Enters the battlefield if you control an elf. Create a 2/2 situational. I'm not playing an elf deck. Drowsing Tyrannod. Defender, as long as you control a creature with power 4 or greater, can attack. Is that worth having? I don't know. I mean, it's cheap. It only costs 2 mana. I'll keep it. Dragon Mage. Dragon Mage looks a little bit like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I'm not gonna lie. Um, it's expensive. It does give me each player draw though. I don't know if I like Dragon Mage. I don't know if I like Dragon Mage. If there's nothing else that I really want to get rid of, I might not keep Dragon Mage. Look at the top 5, real dinosaur or land, put in your hand. How much does that cost? 1? Wow. I think I'm gonna remove Dragon Mage. Yep. Okay. That's my deck now. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours? Okay, we'll go 1 more hour here. I will be right back though, because I'm gonna get something to drink. I've returned. Okay. So, how do I leave this? Yes, I have returned. It's true. I'm sorry that sorry that I'm back. But I, as you can see, am back. Should I have added more lands to that deck? Did I get any lands that I could put into it? Not really. So this arrow is telling me to go this direction. Can I walk over here? I can't. Ah, a cave. Thank you, Dad Joke Zell. A cave is functionally identical to a dungeon, but is classified separately for quest purposes. A cave would not have completed your objective to find a dungeon, nor would a dungeon count for. Go to the nearby settlements. Why? Why? Why, Tabby? If you haven't defeated an enemy in a duel yet, you can pick a fight with an enemy here for that. Otherwise, you can return to town. It's not a bad idea to occasionally visit a town to sell extra cards, browse shops, or pick up new quests. Every town has its own assortment of shops and thus has its own unique collections of cards. So there's a bunch of minotaurs here. I've seen somebody play this game before with the minotaurs. I don't recall their decks being that great. The Cyclopses were even worse than the minotaurs, from what I saw. But he was playing a green-black deck that was way better than my deck. Though he did not have Craterhoof Behemoth, so I'm gonna try to go and get some stuff. If I go over here, I only have to deal with one Minotaur. Oh, I could just run right past them too. Let's get some cards. Got some red. I need to figure out how to get like basic lands. Hatchet Bully, Goblin Warrior, 4 mana for 3/3 that has 3 mana tap, put a -1 counter on a creature you control. 2 damage to target creature or player. Go on, Tabby. Impotent Giant. Oh, sorry, Impelled Giant. Trample. Tap an untapped red creature you control other than this giant to give it fire breathing until the end of the turn, where X is the power of the creature tapped this way. It's not fire breathing, but it works like fire breathing, kind of, sort of. In their respected regions, you participate in jumpstart events. I guess I have to head towards the green area, or actually the red area, or the green area. Knuckleave comes into play. Return target red. Would you ever really want to use this? No, this isn't very good. IMO, the end is the best value. Even if you lose, you get the cards from your pack. Oh, I thought you had to win to get the cards from your pack. The guy that I watched, he only ever won, so... Knuckleaf comes into play. You may return target red sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. When Knuckleaf comes into play, you may return a blue instant sorcery card. Does this trigger twice? If this triggered twice, that's pretty good. I think it has to. Yeah, it does. Almost certainly. Yeah. Umbral Stalker, Chroma. Stalker's power and toughness equal to each number of black mana symbols on the cards in your graveyard. Woodworker Mimic. Gruul card. Whenever you... Not Gruul. I forgot what black-green was called. Whenever you play a spell that is both black and green, becomes a 4/5. Gains Wither. I kind of like that card. Golgari, yes. Monstrify. Creature gets +4/+4 to the end of turn. Retrace. Okay, I don't hate that card. Grazing Kelpie. Sacrifice, put target card from graveyard onto the bottom of the owner's library, and it has persist. Hoof Sulkin. Target green gets +1/+1 to the end of turn. That's not very good. But it does say green. I have to remind myself this card isn't good. It's basically 6 mana to give +1/+1. No, it's not very good. Smoldering Butcher, Wither. It's a Wither skeleton. It's not the worst. Yeah, I'll keep it. Jawbold Sulkin, red creature gains haste. That's better. Yeah, that's better. It's not great, but it's better. Knuckle Bridge Breaker. Knuckle Bridge Breaker comes into play. Return target land card you control to its owner's hand. Land you control to its owner's hand. No. Well, for land, it's not terrible actually. Returning lands to your hand can be used for things, but Skulkin? Blue creature gains Shroud until the end of turn. Too expensive. Drain the Well, destroy target land, gain 2 life. Too expensive for land destruction. Cinder Pyromancer. Cinder Pyromancer deals 1 damage to target player. Whenever you play a red spell, you may untap. It's okay. I'll keep it, but I don't know if I'll ever use it. All right. I'm gonna let this Minotaur go by, take this treasure, and then fight the Minotaur. Just to see if I can take him. Okay. Bedlam Reveler will cost 1 less for each instant or sorcery in your graveyard. It has prowess. And Bedlam Raver enters the battlefield. Discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. Yeah, sure. Kovak's the Cursed. Hey, it's my first legendary card. Wait, no, that's not true. I think it's the first legendary creature. Yes, I'm aware Korvax is not a very good card. He's a vampire. Comes into play with 4+1/+1s. During your upkeep, sacrifice a creature, put +1/+1, or remove. It doesn't say where you put the +1/+1 that you remove. Why would you ever want to remove? Gains flying. Yeah, not very good. But is it so bad? So it's a 4/4 for 4 that you can pump for flying, and you can sacrifice to make it stronger. Is it bad enough that I am automatically selling it? I don't think I'll ever use it. Bearscape. Remove 2 cards from your graveyard from play. I've had somebody use this card against me before in a commander. I'm gonna keep it just because I've had that experience. Actually, let me think about this. Remove 2 cards from your graveyard from the game. But I might actually use this card. It'll kind of counter anybody like destroying a lot of my creatures or making me discard a lot. Yeah. It can actually work for a lot of decks. Like an instance of sorcery deck, you're going to have a lot of instances and sorceries in your graveyard, and you can just yeet them to put creatures on the battlefield. That's not a bad card. Convoke. Crowd's Favor. You can target creature gains +1/+0 and gains first strike until the end of turn. Wait. Why would you Oh, I guess you could convoke to pay for one. I'll keep it because it's cheap, but I don't know. Escape Tunnel. That's worth having. And this is actually a good card. Kaguen and Yadiro enter the battlefield. Choose one. Trample and haste until the end of turn. It fights a target creature you don't control. It's a 7/7. Costs 6. Maybe it's better as a commander. Discard it. Destroy it up to one target artifact or enchantment. Shuffle it back into your library. Then draw a card. No, it's kind of good, actually. It's just kind of good. I see why you now say it's not good as a commander because it's secondary effect. Can't use it as can't use that effect as a commander, and that secondary effect's actually kind of good. So yeah, that's a good card. I might just throw that in my deck right now. There's a difference, Tabby, between a good card and best card. Let me just throw that card into my deck right now. Yeah. 2 main deck. So it's 6 mana. I want to filter cards by mana value. What's some of my really expensive things? It's just objectively better than Colossal Dreadmaw, with the only exception being that Colossal Dreadmaw is mono. Well, it has trample too. Actually, does I wouldn't be surprised if this card also had trample. It doesn't. Oh, it gains trample and haste till the end of turn though. So it's kind of just better than Colossal Dreadmaw. Wait, Rampaging Brastodon attacks. It gains +1 to the end of turn for each land you control. Is Rampaging Brontodon worth? Yeah. Yeah, it's worth. Yeah, so Wandering Predator though. Yeah, removing Colossal Dreadmaw. Hope I'm not gonna regret that decision in the future, but hey. Do I want that bear spell? I mean, it's an exceptional spell in a Golgari deck, but I don't have that. No, I don't think I want that. Get the Might Stormcrow? Do I have a Might Stormcrow? Crow. Well, you know, if I ever find one, I'll put it in my deck. Alright, let me fight this Minotaur. Okay, they have a lot of health. I have Conga. How do I fix this thing where it's displaying the card that way? I wanted to display. Okay, I fixed it. So, do I want to keep this hand? No, I do not want to keep it. I won't be able to play a card until turn 6. Yeah, I have to mulligan. This will work. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. And I'll just put a forest Well, actually, no. I have to draw a land for this. I have to draw a mountain for this hand to work. Do I mulligan down to 5? Or do I risk it and think I'll get a mountain? Or, like, start drawing into green cards. Green creatures. I think I'm mulligan. I just don't like not having, like, creatures I can play. Crushing Canopy. I should remove Crushing Canopy from this deck. It's too expensive, and it's not very good. Mulliganing one more time. I can kind of do this. Yeah, alright. What are my most expensive cards? I guess I'll go with Koga and Yidro. An Ornery Dilophosaur. That'll still give me a card that I can play. Actually, there's no force in this hand. Well, what can you do? Okay. I'm not gonna mulligan down to 4. It's not worth it at that point. Okay. Drowsing Tyrannad. Okay. I'll play a mountain. That's the only thing I can play. And to move on to their turn. Sardian Cliff Stomper. As long as it's your turn and you control 4 or more mountains, Sardian Cliff Stomper gains that based upon how many mountains they control. So until turn 4, it's got no attack. Got it. But it's a decent blocker. It's decent. That's a decent card. I'm not drawing any forests. This is the point where I start looking at Tormenting Voice. Presence of Gond. I don't want to toss Presence of Gond because it's going to basically, as soon as I get a forest, I have to tap. So, actually, yeah, I'm going to toss Presence of Gond. Maybe I shouldn't even have it in my deck. Hey, forests. This is still turn 2, right? Yeah. So I have to basically do nothing. But they can't hit me next turn unless they pump their card. Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't have any other like instant speeds in my hand though, so it really wouldn't have mattered. But you're right, I should wait to use my instances as late as I can. Another Cliff Stomper, okay. We need to start putting some things on the field that are able to deal with what's coming at me. Control creature's power 4 greater can attack. Dragon, it can fly. We're 2 mana away from putting Sarkhan down. Hey, you know, this is, you know, it's a learning experience. You gotta play to learn. control a dragon. I mean, either one of these cards will lose a fight. So, I'm gonna go with Kargan Dragon Rider. Okay, well, they did in fact get their 4th land, so now I'm looking at 8 damage coming my way. And I'm gonna block. So I will die next turn if I can't deal with the problems I'm facing. Inspired, whenever Bellowed Spirit Binder becomes untapped, you may pay 1 in a red. If you do, put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of another target creature except its enchantment in addition to its other types. It gains haste, will exile at the beginning of the next step. Okay. Can I even remotely win right now? I can not lose for a turn. So let's try that. What are the worst things on the field right now? Kinda maybe this? Though I would assume that my opponent is probably going to start summoning things, so they might not have the mana to do this. Becomes untapped. Enchantment. No, actually, exile beginning of the next end step. Beginning of the next end step. Nah, that's not actually something I'm worried about. So I'll just take out one of these guys. Tapping the mana. Okay. And I wish this would stay a 4/4 forever, but it won't. Rage Bond Shaman. Trample other Minotaur creatures you control have 4/4 and trample. Actually, I may not survive one turn. No, I will. I will survive one more turn. So I can block that. Doesn't matter which of these blocks, I won't survive. Alright, next thing I draw will determine whether I win. I concede. Alright, well, I tried. Alright, I'm slightly injured. Like most small towns, there are more shops and market stalls than there are houses, with much of the town's occupants traveling in from outlying areas each morning. Many merchants are peddling their wares, and most relevant to wizards are having colorful, if at times crude, signs in front of their shops advertising their specialties. The inn sounds just as rambunctious enough to know that it is doing healthy business. You recall that you were told about the challenge coins and contemplate putting them to use there. Perhaps the most intriguing of all, however, is the town hall. This notice board in front advertising work for adventurers. What better way to make some coin while you explore? Your first job, complete a side quest. I already took a side quest, technically. Since this quest objective is to complete other quests, your navigation area will lead you to a quest sources while you are tracking it. Once you accept the side quest, go to your quest log and track the quest in order to update the navigation hints. Well, I've gone to a new town. It's got a new lands area. Oh, I should sell things that I've marked as being sold. Six cards for 325 gold. Yep. And I have now more gold than before. Let's check out this land shop. Oh, there's the Temple of the Dragon Queen. Saprisian Scurry, which is a card I like to use in decks that I do what again in them? What's the effect? It's not populate. I don't remember. It's the one that you put counters on everything. My brain right now is braining. Bountiful landscape. Search your library for proliferate. Yes, thank you. Forest, island, or mountain card. Put it onto the battlefield. Hey, I could use this card. I'm buying it. Elfhelm Palace comes into play tapped. Lava Tubes. Nykrioth, Shrine to Nyx. Doesn't this card supposed to have an art? I was pretty sure Nyxbios, Shrine of Nyx is a real card. Tap for like Koros mana, or 2 and tap to choose a color. Add any amount of mana of that color equal to your devotion to that color. Yes, it is a very good card. Should I take this card? Do I have the money for it? I do have the money for it. And I think I will take this card. Do I want Temple of the Dragon Queen now? I don't think so. Let me check out my deck now. Edit. Let me look at lands. Oh wait, that is lands. So I have Shrine to Nyx, put it in my deck. I have Ice Flow, don't think I'm gonna use that. Drown Yard, nope. Bountiful Landscape added to the deck. Escape Tunnel? Do I want Escape Tunnel? Sacrifice Escape Tunnel, search your library for a basic land card. Sacrifice Escape Tunnel, target creature, power 2 or less. Yeah, I kind of want Escape Tunnel in this deck. It's a fetch land. It's not a very good fetch land, but it's a fetch land. Let me filter my lands over here again. I'm going to keep my thriving cards, and I'm just going to remove mountains, because I have nothing in my deck that requires me to have basic mountains. I'm going to remove 2 mountains and 1 forest. Okay, that's a better deck now, I feel. And I don't have any money again. Wait, sorry, abort. I meant to go back. Don't ask me why I saw delete and back as the same statement. Oh, there's an item shop in every village, though it seems to have the same stuff as the last village I was in. Oh, I should see what drafts they're doing. Oh wait, it's the new one. Look at that. Tarkir Dragonstorm. Wow, look at that. I could do a draft. I don't have enough time in this stream to do a draft, but maybe in the next time we play this, I'll do this draft because it's the new set. So why not? I've heard that the new set has cards that aren't very good, but it's better than random cards that I have, almost certainly. It isn't super slow, but it's not the fastest thing in the world. I've seen drafts before in this game. You have to beat like I've seen good things from drafts, from people playing this game. And like one guy I watched got like that one Moth Demon card and a bunch of stuff from the set that the Moth Demon card came from. That was a pretty good deck that he got. Valvaroth, yes. Valgavoth. Alright. I'll keep this place in mind. How much time do we have left? Not a whole lot of time, actually. I think I'm just gonna run outside, do a random fight, and then that'll be the end. So I'm gonna fight this guy, a wandering giant. I'm sure he's really strong because giants are strong. I'm just gonna do this to get cards or lose money. Either way. This hand, I have one land again. Do I not have enough lands in my deck? I'm gonna mull it. And 3 lands. Okay, that's not bad. Is there any cards here that I just want to yeet? Hunter's Edge. Probably Hunter's Edge. It's a little expensive. Alright. I'll keep this hand. Alright, I got another forest. Anything I can play turn 1? I don't think so. So, I think the best card to play is Thriving Grove. For red. So, that's... I have both colors now, so... Then I will just skip the rest of my turn. And he still doesn't have anything he can play. I will toss down a forest. And then... I still can't play anything, so... Yeah. Okay, a red. So we're fighting Boros right now. Surely he can play something at this point. Bone Crusher Giant. Damage cannot... he's playing the creature of it, though. Whenever Bone Crusher Giant becomes target of a spell, 2 damage, 2 spells control. 4/3 for 3 mana is not bad. I should get me some adventure cards. That would be fun. I will play another forest. So I'm looking at 4 damage every turn. What can I do about that? Not a lot. Not a lot right now. Three mana right now. I haven't... Elvish Archdruid I can ramp a bit. I'm not gonna block. So I think it's just best to ramp for now. Red. Alright, let's see how well I can survive for a bit. And I'm hit with 4. I'm not blocking anything. A 100-handed one. Is this the problem you were talking about, Tabby? 100-handed one. As long as 100-handed one is monstrous, it has reach and can block additional 99 creatures each combat. Okay. I may still lose to this Wandering Giant. So, I have 4 mana right now. I could throw down not a lot. I could put Trollhide onto my Elvish Archdruid. And, that's something I could certainly do right now. It would be a 4/4. I could block. Well, I wouldn't block and survive. Well, I should put down Trying to Nix right now because I've got the mana for it. Then that means I could throw down Plundering Predator. Is there anything in my hand I want to just remove and then draw? Why not? Yep. I think I'm gonna yeet the Whelp because my chances of getting Sarkhan quickly is not gonna be very likely. Okay, this might actually be a good card to use later on. I will now end turn. I have a blocker. Alright. And I'm willing to block. I take 3 damage. 2-headed giant forays? Wow, that's a really old card. Trample 2-headed giant forays can block an additional creature each combat. Okay, Well, we have Kongla and Yidro. Can't really play it right now. Destroy up to one target artifact or enchantment. Don't really have. Not really worried about those right now. Well, I do have Trollhide now. I was thinking about communing with dinosaurs. Oh. Which I think I'm gonna do. So, any dinosaurs or land, I think. I think I can choose a land as well. So, any of these lands look good. A mountain wouldn't hurt. Oh. Oh, I choose the order that they're put into the library. But aren't they put at the bottom of the library? I wish it told me because I forgot what it was. Auto. I thought I chose that mountain. I guess I can't get a land. I thought it gave me a choice of either dinosaur or land, and it did not give me a land, so cool. Did that for no reason. Then I guess I will troll hide my elvish archdruid. Seems like the better thing to do right now. So now it's 4-4. I'm still not going to attack, but I can block the 100-handed one for now. But I think he can monster soon if he gets another planes, and then I won't be able to block until next turn. So let's see. Just attacking there because it'll be a trade. So the trade I want. Sure. He's playing a second 100-handed one. I don't like my chances of winning anymore. If I could get Kongla and Yidro on the field, I'd be much better positioned. I could ramp again. Pretty much lost. Well, I can stall for one more turn, so I might as well. Green. Okay. And end turn. Yeah. I will block one of them. Another 100-handed one. I don't know if I can actually stall to survive at this point. I don't think I can. Well, I learned that I'm not able to fight a giant. Yep. Well, that was fun. All right. I think I'm going to end my stream there. Thank you all for joining me today. And we're going to go and raid somebody now. Who are we going to raid? Let's see. There's nobody I really want to raid right now. I did have fun. I had about as much fun as I did when I was playing Chandelure back in the day. Though this game has a lot more cards, and buying cards is a lot easier than Chandelure was. Chandelure was a pain in the ass to get new cards, and you mostly had to get them from dueling, which this is a little bit easier to work with. I guess I'm not gonna raid anybody actually. I think I'll just end the stream here. Thank you all for joining me. I hope to see you again. I don't know really when my next stream's gonna be. It could be tomorrow. It could be some other day. I don't know.